Hello, this is Flex BI. First, I want to thank my subscribers that you're really doing good for me. I'll be dropping in more quality videos. Okay, let me take you into the next few minutes how to create a simple database using Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Yeah, I'll be working with your Microsoft SQL Management Studio. Yeah, just follow along and you will learn more on how to create a simple database with MSQL Server. The tool we need to work now is with MSQL Management Studio, a very cool tool in creating and managing database. So let's go along and open it there so that we'll have, if you haven't downloaded it, get online and search on YouTube and see how to get it downloaded in your system. Otherwise, if you have it already, let's dive into the tutorial. So in my system, look for okay. So this is Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. All right. First, before we get here, let me close this and open it from the start. Okay, you come into the search bar and type on the Microsoft SQL Management Studio if you have it already. Microsoft, you see, mine pops up. So I tap on it already. So I'm waiting for it to open up. Yeah, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Trying to open up. This window is no longer responding. You can open or close window. You open. All right. So, you first connect with the server's name and window authentication, so that you're seeing desktop hyphen VGR. This is the system's name. Hmm? And this authentication, just leave it at a window authentication, and every other thing you connect. So once you connect, so after you connect, let's go to the left-hand pane and set the list of items. But let's go to databases. So these are the items in the SQL Server Management Studio. So if I want to create database, let's go straight to creating the database. Bring your mouse to the left pane of creating databases and let's click it. Right click it. And then create a new database. Click on it. All right. Let's give this database a name. Let me say my third database. Third underscore DB. Let's leave the owner's default, leave every other thing like it's like this, and create OK. So after creating this, the necessary objects in database for this tutorial, let's create a table. You have to know the structure of a table before you're creating a table. um, the table you want to create, the fields and data types for each of the fields. So let's create a basic table holding the records of students' ID, surname, first name, email, date of birth, department, gender, and date admitted. I'll explain the date types and data types and procedures later. Let's locate our database name. So you click on this plus icon here. When it expands, you can see the database that you created right now, Todd database. Now you right click on it and okay, you click the plus table plus sign there to list all the informations, to list all the items, sorry, to list all the items on the database. Okay, let's go. You come to table where the table is and right click and create a new table. So the table is made up of records and fields, just like I said before. In this design time, you have to just design the fields and data types. So let's come here. Just like I said before, I want to list a table that contains student's ID, students ID, first name, student's first name, first name, last name, department, date of birth, what's the next one? Gender, and email, date admitted, all right, so let's start by giving it the appropriate data types it's supposed to carry. I mean, there are some data here that's supposed to be auto incremented. Yeah, just like student's ID, we assign it to integer. Come on, integer. First name you can use nvarchar. I use varchar. Last name I use varchar. Department I use varchar. Date of birth I use just date. Gender I'm going to use varchar. Email I'm going to use varchar and varchar because sometimes you may have emails coming with numbers and all that. So date admitted I'm going to use date timestamp. Yeah, but this date timestamp can be assuming Okay, assuming you want the date time style to be committed automatically with the current date time. Yes. So you have to set it either date time or get it to default as current date. Okay. Let's scroll down to compute column separations. First of all, let me increase this. Compute column specification, yeah, and we type in this formula to sys date time Tuesday time, and which you open and close parenthesis. Right, so right now it has been automated. And also let's work on a student ID also. Yeah, first of all, let me change the student ID key to primary key. Yeah, it's supposed to be the primary key here. I'll spell in details where the primary key is. So I set the student's ID to primary key. While I go further, I look for identity specifications. Let's set this identity to yes. And yes, so every other thing will be auto incremented. All right, these informations are being set already. So what do you now have to do? What do you now have to do to save it? Save all. Yes. Let's have the habit of using the tree acronym instead of the table. TBL underscore students, all students. Let's put it like this: all students. And say okay. Now, I can now close this. So while I close this, if I click this table right here to see the informations contained within, you will see that the table, the DBO table database table all students has been created. So let's right click and edit the first 200 rows. Yeah. So let's start filling in the informations right here. First name Mike, last name A4, department computer science, date of birth 1987, 06, gender male, female. Arts. Excuse me, I think I'm going to use it on screen. I don't see what's happening here. On screen. on screen keyboard. So, okay, all right, thank you. That's yahoo.com. Okay, let's save this. Save all. It's all being saved, and let's close this. Okay, let's go back to the tables and select the first 1000 rows and check out the database you created to know if they are really working. What you created, did it actually create? Are we heading there? Select the first top 1000 rows. And boom, this is it. This is it. So our first database table has been created. So you see the first name, last name, computer science, department, date of birth. You see this date admitted time is being auto incremented as of the current time that I'm recording this. You understand? So whenever this anybody is being admitted into the school or into the database, it will automatically pick up his dates. You can see this one also auto incremented as picking this as 1. So the next one will be 2. Okay. So hey guys, this is where I'm gonna end this tutorial. I'm coming next with a very brief one and a very nice and interesting topic. So see you guys in the next class. Thank you and stay tuned.